Joining us now with reaction is the American Center for Law and Justice Chief Counsel Jay Sekulow, from circanews.com, Sarah Carter, and Fox News anchor and attorney Greg Jarrett. All right, Jay, let's start with you. What am I missing? Where am I right? Where am I wrong in my analysis here?
Well, let me tell you what you've got here. A total and complete vindication of the President of the United States on any of these allegations of obstruction of anything, and the fact that also the President was clearly not under investigation, not a target. So all of the left's talking points are completely incorrect by James Comey's own testimony, in his written testimony. This now is bad for the country to continue spending resources, distracting everyone, including the Congress, from really getting to the people's business. This is a waste of money. But I'm going to tell you what this is. This document right here, case closed. There is no case. And by the way, couple that, Sean, with all of the statements from Sally Yates, from all of the other, besides all the intelligence individuals, the heads of intelligence agencies, James Clapper, all of them saying no evidence.
Clapper,
Mark Warner,
Comey,
no evidence.
Brennan,
no
Warner,
evidence of collusion.
Feinstein, Maxine Waters, all of them.
Right.
No
so
evidence of collusion.
What you've got is case should be closed, complete vindication, total vindication. But let me add one other thing here, Sean. President Obama, people are going to forget this, but I want to remember because I handled this case in court. In the middle of a criminal investigation into the IRS targeting of conservative organizations, in the middle of that investigation, the President of the United States said there was not even a smidgen of corruption while the investigation was open and pending. Did James Comey write a memo about that? No.
Nope.
Suffers from selective disclosure disorder. I've been saying that for weeks. That's what it is.
And just like with Hillary and the email server,
yes.
Sarah, let's bring you in.
Yeah, hey, I was just thinking Jay is right on the money about a lot of this, because the obstruction argument is completely illogical here. If you think about it, former Director Comey of the FBI had told President Trump 3 times that he was not under direct investigation. So he didn't fire Director Comey because he suspected he was under investigation. He fired Director Comey for the way he was handling the FBI. And we just take a step back and look at all of that. I mean, even with the stories about Russia and collusion, this is all hearsay. There's no facts to support it. We've been reporting this for quite a long time, that there is no evidence of collusion between President Trump and the Russians, and yet it perpetuates itself in the media. So I think that this was, in a way, a vindication of President Trump, and it certainly laid to bed any argument that President Trump is being looked at.
And the most important point is a point that, Greg, you've been making, that if Comey did claim obstruction of justice, like everybody in the media has been saying, oh, this is obstruction, that would have meant he committed 2 felonies. You were the first that I saw reported this.
Yeah, and it'll be interesting tomorrow when he testifies, Sean, because he'll be asked, did you think this was obstruction of justice? He's going to dodge.
He has to say no.
He either has to say no or he's going to dodge it. Good luck with that. Because the crime is called misprision of felony. If a federal government official knows of a felony like obstruction, he must, under the law, report it to his superiors at the Department of Justice in the case of Comey. Failure to do so is a crime punishable by 3 years behind bars. So Comey has to
pick it up there.
Yep.
Stay right there. We're going to come back to whether or not Comey could have committed a felony.